Hello everyone, welcome to my English class once again. Now today in this video I'm going to explain another interesting story. The name of the story is Rikki Tikki Tavi. This story, Rikki Tikki Tavi, has been written by Sir Joseph Rudyard Kipling. He was an English journalist, short story writer, poet and novelist. In 1907, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. Rikki Tikki Tavi is a short story in the 1894 anthology The Jungle Book about the adventures of a valiant young Indian mongoose. Start. Rikki Tikki was a mongoose. His eyes and end of his restless nose were pink. As he scuttled through the grass, he cried, "Rick, tick, 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 tickle." He was found lying half dead in a drain by an English lady and her son who had just moved into a bungalow. They thought he was dead, but then English lady's husband, a big man, revived him by wrapping him up in some cotton wool and warming him over a little fire. He opened his eyes and sneezed. "Now, don't frighten him. We'll see what he'll do," said the father. It is difficult to frighten a mongoose because he is curious about everything. The motto of the mongoose families is "Run and find out," and Rikki Tikki was a true mongoose. He looked at the cotton wool, decided that it was not good to eat, ran all around the table, sat up and put his fur in order himself, and jumped on the small boy's shoulder. "Don't be frightened, Teddy," said the father to his boy. "That is his way of making friends." "There are so many things to find out in the house," the mongoose thought. "I shall certainly stay and find out." He spent all that day roaming about the house. He nearly drowned himself in the bathtubs, put his nose into the ink on a writing table. When he climbed up in the big man's lap to see how writing was done. At night, he ran into Teddy's nursery to watch how lamps were lighted. He got into bed with Teddy but kept getting up and attending to every noise all through the night. Teddy's mother and father came in before they went to bed to look at their boy, and Rikki Tikki was awake on the pillow. "I don't like that. He may bite the child," said the mother. "He'll do no such thing. Teddy's safe," said the father. "If a snake came into the nursery now, it would be afraid of his tiny mongoose." Early in the morning, Rikki Tikki came to early breakfast in the veranda, riding on Teddy's shoulder. He ate the banana and some boiled egg. He sat on everyone's lap, one after the other. Then Rikki Tikki went out into the large garden. There was roses, lime and orange trees, clumps of bamboos and thickets of high grass. Rikki Tikki licked his lips. "This is a splendid hunting ground." Snuffing here and there while he was in the garden, Rikki Tikki heard a sorrowful voice. It was Darzi, the tailor bird, and his wife. They had made a beautiful nest by pulling big leaves together and stitching the edges with fibers and filling the hollow with cotton and downy fluff. The nest swayed to and fro as they sat on the rim and cried. "What is the matter?" asked the mongoose. "We are very miserable," said the bird. "One of our babies fell out of the nest yesterday and Nag ate him." That is very sad," said the mongoose. Darzi and his wife only cowered down in the nest without answering, for from the thick grass at the foot of the bush there came a low hiss. "Horrid cold sound that made Rikki Tikki jump back to clear feet. Then, inch by inch, out of the grass rose up the fully spread hood of the cobra. The big black cobra, and he was 5 feet long from tongue to tail. When he had lifted 1/3 of himself clear of the ground, he stayed balancing to and fro, looking at Rikki Tikki with his snake's eyes that never changed their expression, whatever the snake may be thinking of. Who is Nag? I am Nag. Look and be afraid, said the Nag to Mongoose. I am Nag. Look at afraid, be afraid. He spread out his hood more than ever, and Rikki Tikki saw the mark of the cobra on the back of it. He was afraid for a minute, but it is impossible for a mongoose to stay frightened, and though Rikki Tikki had never met a live cobra before, his mother had fed him on dead ones, and he knew that all a grown mongoose business in life was to fight and eat snakes. Nag knew that too, and at the bottom of his cold heart, he was afraid. Well, marks or no marks, do you think it is right for you to eat fledgling? Asked the mongoose. To eat fledglings out of a nest? Nag was thinking to himself and watching every little movement in the grass behind Rikki Tikki. He knew that mongoose in the garden could mean death for him and his family. Let's talk. You eat eggs. Why should I not eat birds? Said the Nag. Rikki Tikki jumped up in the air as high as he could go, and just under him, the head of Nagina, Nag's wife, whizzed by. She had crept up behind him to strike him down dead. He heard her fierce swag hiss. He came down, falling down almost across her back. Had he been an old mongoose, he would have known that this was the moment to break her back with one bite. But he was afraid of the terrible lashing tail of the Nag. He bit indeed, but did not bite long enough, and he jumped clear of the wishing tail, leaving Nagina torn and angry. Wicked Darzee, lashing up as high as he could reach toward the torn bush. But Darzee had built it out of the reach of the cobra. Rikki Tikki felt his eyes growing red and hot, showing his anger, and he sat back on his tail and hind legs like a little kangaroo, and looked all round him and chattered with rage. But Nag and Nagina had disappeared into the grass. So guys, this is the story of a mongoose who showed bravery and loyalty. I hope that you all have enjoyed this story.